Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal Mr. Butter back with you again with another shoe to go over. Before we get to that, if this is your first time at the channel, welcome. I'm happy you're here. Bread and Butter is a pretty new channel, but we're growing pretty quick. I'm getting a lot of shoes coming my way, which means you'll have a lot of content coming your way. I tend to focus most heavily on kicks that have a retro vibe. So if you're into that sort of thing, then hit that subscribe button. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. That'll help this video get seen by more people, which will help my channel grow even faster. So thanks for stopping by today. Let's take a look at these shoes. So if you're familiar with the channel at all, then you'll know that I'm a big fan of just special boxes. And on this release of the Jordan 4, the Jordan brand gave us a pretty neat looking box. So already it's scoring points in my book. A couple weeks ago, I did a review of some of my 4s in my collection, and I actually mentioned how badly I wanted these. The 4s are one of my favorite silhouettes, so I'm really looking forward to getting into this one. The tag reads Air Jordan 4 Retro. The color is Taupe Haze and infrared. Actually, it's infrared 23. This is a size 13, and the retail price for these was $200. So not your standard box, pretty standard paper. Give me a not so standard shoe in one of my favorite Jordan silhouettes, and make it sexy. Whoa, oh, wow. Did you guys see that? It's pretty good, right? So here it is, the Taupe Haze Air Jordan 4. And I knew from the pictures of these that it was a shoe that I wanted to have. I tried getting them on several sites and of course on the sneakers app, and I just took L's. I took L's, my wife took L's on her account as well. So I don't know if it was extremely limited, but I couldn't get a pair. So big shout out to my buddy Silent Z, my partner in crime. I appreciate you letting us check out your pair, my friend. And they look as good in hand as what they did on all the pictures, I'll tell you that much. So a good place to start is always on this outsole. It is primarily black and what I would describe as like an off-white. It doesn't really have tan hues in it. It kind of has more of like a grayish tone to it. It's definitely not a bright white. I wouldn't call it sale. Sale leans more towards the tan spectrum, but whatever this color is, I like the shade of white. It goes with the shoe pretty well. And then you'll see this infrared Jumpman and the infrared hit up here towards the front of the outsole. But the midsole is primarily black and then more of this off-white shade. And as with all Jordan 4s, it's got the visible air unit here, which I love that detail. I remember when I was a kid just having shoes that had that visible air bubble. That was a big deal. So, and I still enjoy having it. Coming up the shoe on the mudguard, we've got some aged, kind of weathered looking suede in that Taupe Haze color, and it almost has like a cracked effect on it. It looks really, really neat. Sometimes when things are made to look a little bit aged or given like a tattered look, it comes out kind of cheesy and makes it look cheap. But in this instance, I think because of the materials that they used and whatever their process was for doing that, it just came through really well. You'll see up around the sock liner here, there's more of that tattered, cracked looking Taupe Haze leather. There's also some of that on the tongue. And that's what the eye stays are as well. But then on the toe box, you've got more Taupe Haze suede. I wouldn't call it a short-haired suede, but it's not super long. It's just right in between. But the quality of this material feels great. Feels like it'll last a really long time, and it feels like it'd be comfortable on foot. So you've got that nice suede. It's very soft to the touch, coming around and meeting there at the back of the shoe. And on this heel counter, you've got the classic Jumpman in a Taupe Haze color, surrounded by black, and I think that looks really nice. You've got your classic 4 heel tab, and the plastic on this shoe is all a nice black. It's like a flat black. It looks nice. And the netting is all this nice Taupe Haze color, and it's backed by a black color material. And I really like the way that it looks. I like that they kept this relatively simple. It's not too busy. I like the aged look of this suede, and I just love the color of the shoe. And to add to that, I like how the infrared just jumps off of there. I just think it looks really, really good. Got some black laces with it. And your classic Air Jordan upside down on the inside of that tongue. And the inside of the tongue is the infrared color, but the sock liner is a black color, and I'm a fan of a black sock liner. I think it looks really good. And the insole is that infrared color, and it has a black Jumpman on it. But I think these things are dope. I will be watching the resale price. Right now they're $340 in my size, which I'm not spending that.